Hi and welcome. I'm John and this is Unique Wargaming Terrain. Guys, welcome back. For everyone that's new, this is the Monday painting video. What is the Monday painting video? What's it all about? Well, the Monday painting video is essentially a painting video, but the model or models in question are voted on by you guys, my viewers. From last week's Weekly Wednesday, which is a weekly Q&A, I show you guys a host of models and you guys vote on what you want to paint for Monday's painting video. In the event of a tie, I do a dice roll. So for all my regulars here, guys, I would love, thank you very much. I'll see you in a minute. Right, so we've got Blight Lord Terminators. We have a sister Palatine here, but the vote was for any sisters. So there's Retributor and the Palatine, and we've just Skitarii Marshal. So I'm going to roll dice. 1 to 2 is the Blight Lord, 3 to 4 is one of the sisters, and 5 to 6 is Skitarii Marshal. So it's one of the sisters. Right, so 1 to 3 is the Palatine, 4 to 6 is the Retributor squad. The Palatine. So I'm going to get paints ready and everything else and come back to you when I'm finished setting up. Right, so it is a fantastic sculpt. I actually got my Canoness, I think she is, out from where she was waiting, just to give me an idea of what way I've been painting these sisters, because it's been a long time since I painted a sister. So the first colour I'm going to start with is Youth and Grey. Now forgive the spray on my hands, I was trying to spray models down and the gloves split on me, so I just had to carry on, and then I covered myself in paint. So I was like, okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get in and get this cloak done. There's a few pouches hanging off the cloak, so we're just going to try and be careful not to get those. And she has buckles, little brass buckle things hanging off the cloak as well, so I don't want to get those again. I always think sisters look better in black armour with some sort of mad cloak and their coloured hair. But most people paint their sisters white hair. I don't. I think that's horrible. So I'm going to paint her some crazy ass colour hair. I'm going to crack on to get the interior of that cloak as well. So the next colour I'm going to come in with is Lead Belcher. And I've actually whacked some of the Youth and Grey on the plasma pistol as well. So I'm going to come in with this Lead Belcher. I'm going to pick out anything that needs to be, I think needs to be silver, like a sword. The sheath of a sword. She has the plasma pistol itself. I maybe should have done the plasma pistol first before I did the Youth and Grey on it, just so I can add a bit of light effect to it. It's not the end of the world. Let's have a look at the Canoness. What's she got in her backpack? Oh, she's just painting gold. That's all I did there. Okay. She's going to paint the front of her armour silver. Quick little dry brush on that. She's not too sturdy on the base. I don't know. That's not. I think that's just the way that she's posed. Give the back of the chest piece a little touch of a dry brush of silver, just to give me a little hint of silver in there. She's got this respirator thing going around the front of her. The loose respirator is part of the cloak. Paint silver now anyway. I like that the silver's not too overpowering. Next, I'm going to come in with some Bugman's Glow. She's only got a little bit of skin exposed, which is the face. So I'm going to water this down. So I don't want it too thick. I want it very fluidy. And then she's just going to tap it into place. I might water that down a bit too much, I think. It's not the end of the world. A bit more on there. Yeah, it looks bloody terrible. I watered it down far too much. I have to leave that to dry and come back and try again. Right, so whilst I'm waiting for it to dry, I'm going to come in with some Retributor armor. It's give me a nice gold effect. I'm going to pick out everything I think is gold, or should be gold, including this lovely little relic hanging off of her. The shoulder pieces. Let's get all of these little buttons. I'm not going to be gentle about it, I'm just going to slap it on, because I'm still going to come back in and do some more work on this cloak afterwards. A lovely little symbol on her back. It's becoming the back of her shoulder backpack. She doesn't actually have anything on her shoulder pad, I don't think. But she does have a couple of lovely little holy relics hanging off of her. And I thought those pouches, that's not, it's actually a purity seal. There's no purity seal hanging off her sword there, I think. Yep. I'm going to get the hilt of her sword as well. One thing I'm actually going to do is go back to the lead belcher. I should have got her shin pads really. Just to break her legs up a little bit and just make it really stand out even more. And knocking the camera up full. Now her legs standing out even more. Next I'm going to come with corn red. Some people go, okay, what's going on here? I don't want her to have white hair. I want her to have really flamboyant, crazy colour hair. I love redheads, so why not? The corn red goes on bright but will dull itself down. It's not a layer paint, but it just, for some reason, it works that way. Oh yeah, she's coming together nicely. That Bugman's Glow did actually, I walked down too much, but it actually come out okay, so it's not too bad. Right, the next colour I'm going to go to, should I do white scars? Yeah, I'm going to go to white scars now. Now I'm going to water this down because I want to come in and just try and give it a little wash over, basically, just to lighten it up before I come in with a final colour on it. I'm going to leave that to dry for a few minutes. Next I'm going to come in with some Cadian Flesh Tone. And I actually will water this down a little bit more. And all I'm going to do is just touch across her face. I'm not painting as such, I'm sort of just stippling it in there. I'm not going for a stipple effect, I am trying to get the paint in there nice and organised and nice, but such a small space for me to get into. Not looking that great at the moment, I don't think. I probably watered that down too much. I'll wait for it to dry. We'll see where we're at then with that. Right, so what else have we got to do on this scale now? Not very much. I'm going to come in with some contrast paint if I can find it. I'm going to come with some Talazar Blue. The reason I couldn't find it is because it was on the table used to prop up Necron Immortals. I'm going to take a little tiny bit, it's a bit too much. I'm going to slap it on the plasma gun. I'm purposely overshooting it off the gun onto the off the power bit onto the gun itself. Right, so next I'm going to come in with some eye painted Banshee Brown. I really love this colour, and this colour is going to be used just to get the Purity Seal scrolls. This is, if you haven't used this colour before, it is an amazing colour. I always swear to Screaming Skull, but this one I find this a lot better. Right, now I'm going to come with some Wild Rider Red. I was going to go with Westdecker Red, but I said no, let's try a little bit, let's try a different colour this time. And I'm going to come in, I'm just going to just do a couple of streaks coming through her hair, just to line it up here and there. Hopefully this works nice. So now I'm going to go back to Cadian Flesh Tone. So I need to sort this face out, because this face is a bit wanting. That looks a bit better. That looks nice. Now I'm going to come in with Corn Red again. I'm actually going to get her purity seals. Now my regulars will know, my Space Marine army, I give them the Law Firm blue on purity seals, only because of my chapter colours. I think that red just really pops off. Right, so for all intensive purposes, this bad girl's done. So those of you that are new, what I'm going to do now is take it beyond Battle Ready Standard. What that means is I can come in with a technical paint, a wash, a dry brush, a dry paint, you know, edge highlight, wet blending, all that sort of craziness. But I'm going to start with white scars. I'm going to really water this down because I want it really wet. And I'm just going to try and dab a little bit inside that plasma coil part of my gun to make it just pop up a little bit. Now what I'm going to do, the skin's still a little bit wet, so I'm going to take a bit of white scars, mix it on my wet palette with some Cadian Flesh Tone. I'm going to come in just try and get bits of her skin here and there, bits of her face. It's a bit too bright one side. Maybe I've gone a bit too far here. It's okay. Yeah, I think I need to stop there. I think I'm going to go over too much with the skin. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with some Agrax Earthshade. It helps if I actually find the open one instead of opening a new one. I'm just going to grab a little tiny bit on the brush. And I'm going to wash the purity, the scrolls coming off of her purity seals. Now I don't want that to run off onto the white cloak. I don't want to knock this over either. Go. Right, so now I'm going to come back in with some more white scars. I'm not going to water it down as much this time. And I'm going to just try and get the raised areas on her cloak, just to make them stand out even more. With these shoulder cuffs. I'm not too pleased with the way the plasma guns come out. I need a little bit more, so I'm going to come back on the top again. little bit more of a kick. That looks a bit better to me. I actually think she's fantastic. I'm going to call her done now. So I think if I start going any further, I'm going to go too far. So this is my Canon S I painted a year ago, I suppose it was. Over a year ago. And this is Palatine to go with her now. I think they look absolutely fantastic. I think her cloak looks better than her cloak. You guys tell me what you think. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for voting. If you voted for something that didn't win, don't panic because everything needs to be painted. If you have any comments or suggestions about this model or even the difference between the two of them, bear in mind I did paint this one a good while ago. Check comments below as always. If you're new to the channel, seeing this for the first time, hit the subscribe button because it costs you absolutely nothing. Turn your notifications on so you don't miss anything. Everyone smash the thumbs up button to trigger YouTube to share this video with more and more people, which makes this amazing community you guys grow even more. Guys, thanks for watching. Thank you all for voting. Until next time, take it easy.